Hi, welcome back to the Ready Set Girl show. Today, I want to tell you what makes women's sports different from men's sports. We have all the same competition and excitement and action, but one thing that we have in women's sports is that all the players actually end up dating each other.
Love it.
And what better way to unpack some of that tea but with the internet's tea expert, Ariana.
That's the best intro ever.
So today I'm going to tell you about two love stories on the field of football players. They're all football players. One of them is a little bit more of a tragic love story, and the other one is a fairy tale love story.
Okay, amazing.
Okay, sorry.
I love love. So this is perfect for me actually.
Okay, so I have prepared a little presentation for you. So the first couple that I'm going to tell you about is Krieger and Ashlin Harris. Okay, right off the bat, I want to ask you, who do you think is the villain in this story?
I think both are looking evil-ish. She is more evil.
Okay, interesting. I had a feeling you were going to say that. Ariana has pointed at Krieger. Okay, so the pair met at a US women's national team camp. So when the national team, like they both play football, Ashlin Harris is a goalkeeper, Krieger is a defender.
Cute.
And they met at camp, basically, where they were practicing for their country. And they've played on a team together. They've won a World Cup together. It was amazing. And 10 years after they met, they got married. So they started dating eventually, and then in 2019 they got married.
Amazing.
And their relationship was going great. And then in 2021 they adopted their first daughter Sloane, and 2022 they adopted their son Ocean.
Very cute.
Adorable, right? And then September 2023 rolls around and things kind of go downhill.
Oh no.
So in 2023 Ashlin Harris filed for divorce with Krieger. And now, side plot, where I'm going to introduce a third character in, Sophia Bush.
Okay.
I
know Sophia Bush.
One Tree Hill Sophia Bush. Okay.
Wait, is this a cheating scandal?
Wait, so Sophia Bush also separates from her husband in August 2023. Yeah. The timing is a little convenient. And so reports are coming out saying that people have spotted Ashlin Harris and Sophia Bush together. And after both their respective splits were announced, it was announced that they started dating. So obviously, because of the timing of everything, people were like, was there like a cheating scandal?
100%.
Because Krieger was then like left on her own. And actually, photos surfaced of them together in Cannes like 3 months before the divorce, being like super like close, and they were like on a panel together. This is them at Cannes.
Oh.
So people were very sure that there was a cheating scandal, and Krieger was completely blindsided by all of this. And then Ali, only to like fuel the fire and fuel the rumors, posts this, where the caption was "preparing for playoffs while in my Beyonce Lemonade era," almost like confirming that she had been like done wrong, and she was like, she doesn't care, she's ready to, she's just focusing on her game. So Krieger plays for Gotham FC, which is actually my team. It's the New York football team in the NWSL.
Crazy. I love New York.
Yeah, she's amazing. So at this time, Gotham was in the like finals, like they were gonna basically win. They were competing to win the whole thing. And so while all of that was happening, Ali was also like getting cheated on and going through this divorce and all that. So this was a super iconic post, and like so many people had commented, like players, like her teammates, and like very like famous footballers had commented under the post being like, slay, like we're so here for it. Like everyone was very clearly taking Ali's side. And then Ashlin Harris posts these screenshots, like notes app screenshots, like a statement saying that, it's taken such an emotional toll, and she's been receiving harmful comments and hate, which of course like no one should receive. But this is the statement she put out. The apology was like a little like half-hearted, just to like appease the public kind of situation. And she had essentially like lost all her friends and fans at this point. And Krieger had become this like, everyone loves her, she's like the best.
Yeah.
And then to like make the story even better, Gotham FC went on to win the whole
Amazing.
championship, and it was crazy. I was in New York at this time, and I watched the final, and it, like you could really see like it was almost like the whole team was like winning for her. Like they were just like, we have to get to the next round for Ali. Also because she had announced her retirement, so this was going to be her last game. So like everything was on the line. It was just such a perfect like storyline, that and the fact that Gotham like won was just amazing. And yeah, since then like Ali Krieger has moved on with an Arsenal player.
Sick.
So she is very happy, and like way moved on from Ashlin Harris. Everyone still hates Ashlin Harris, but she's still with Sophia Bush.
Crazy.
And I just want to, people really hate her, and I just want to like.
Is she still playing?
No, Ashlin Harris retired like I think the year before they got divorced.
Okay, cool.
So neither of them are still playing. And then just to show you Ashlin Harris, I just want to play you this one video that like came out from a podcast clip like literally like a month ago or something. And it was just so like people were like, does she not hear herself? Because she sounds so insufferable.
Oh my
and
gosh.
I'll just play it so you like understand
what it's like to live at the top, and the air is very thin, and I choose to be exceptional every single day. Like it is literally a choice. Like I wake up and I'm like, I don't know what it's like just to choose to be average. Like I don't fuck with average people. They make me uncomfortable. I don't like to be in the same rooms, in the same spaces. I think
like it's contagious.
it's just, I don't know. I had the best team in the world. We were the best team in the world. Everything I did and how I moved every day was the most exceptional people. So I don't understand.
context, she was the substitute goalkeeper.
Oh.
She barely played on the team, and she's like, I am the best. That's
That's so crazy. You know, the craziest part of this whole story is that Sophia Bush seems like such like a nice like woman.
Yeah, she really does. I don't know much about her. I haven't actually seen One Tree Hill, but like
That's the craziest part of this whole thing.
No, she seems like super sweet, but being involved in all of this, like
I don't
wish
know how
them
she
well.
likes her. Like how she got along with this woman.
Yeah. Like I wish them well. You know, they're happy together and
sure.
it's fine.
God
but
bless.
you know, God bless.
You know what? This just shows like you can be so hot, so successful in your career, and then still you'll get cheated on.
And you'll still get screwed over. Yeah.
It's not only men, huh?
Yeah. I think that's what it's taught me, is that it's not only men that can be crazy.
10 years together. Or like
2
over.
kids that they've adopted
That's
also.
mad. What's happening with the kids?
I mean, I think like they're dealing with the divorce. Like Ali has been like really like vocal about like how hard it's been, like also like not only for her kids but like for her figuring out how to deal with it with her kids and stuff. I think they're like fine co-parents, because I mean that's what the media has been saying. But I'm sure like it was just like difficult on the whole family.
I'm sure. But I'm happy for her that she's married now.
She's not married. She's seeing.
Or whatever.
She's
She's
seeing.
like with someone
she's with
else.
someone else. She's with
And
some.
like seems like that other person is like a cool footballer.
She's
Arsenal is like cool, right?
Yeah. Just won the Champions League. So with a
Sick.
super successful footballer now. So yeah, she's just like living the wag life now.
You know what? And she deserves to.
She's had her whole own career, and now she just has to sit back. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, everyone gets what's coming to them, is what I'll say.
Yeah, I guess. Okay.
Crazy. Sophia Bush, huh? Even on One Tree Hill, she was damn like wishy-washy.
Oh,
and
yeah?
like switched.
But such
between
a
the
random
guys.
like character to add into the story. Like she just like from where, you know?
You know what's even crazier that you brought that up? Sophia Bush dating a man. Her whole like personality online from One Tree Hill was like, oh yeah, like whatever.
Men.
Yeah. And then she has this whole coming out story, which is amazing. And everyone is so happy for her. And then she goes and home wrecks this sweet marriage.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even know that Sophia Bush was into girls until I saw them together.
Yeah, like that's a recent thing for her.
Yeah.
To like be into women.
I mean, like, I'm glad she's found herself and all that, but you know,
I mean, it's not only her fault, it's both of their fault.
Yeah, of
But I'm
course.
just saying, like, that's so crazy because you look at it, like, I didn't know about this whole scandal. I didn't even know she was, like, with someone. But I'd heard about her coming and I was like,
Yeah.
Amazing,
love it.
literally.
Yeah.
and then
So that was our first story. And these two they played for the same team, like in all ways. And they've won like a World Cup together. Can you imagine like what a feeling that is to like win such a huge achievement with your significant other? And our next story, the players were on rival teams basically. So it's almost like
enemies to
enemies to
lovers.
lovers, almost.
The best trope ever.
So our next story is about Samka and Christy Mewis.
Hot. They look like a hot couple.
They're incredible. In the women's football world, they're known as the royal couple. So when we refer to everything, it's the royal wedding, the royal this, the royal one. So,
amazing.
Yeah. So Christy Mewis is American and Samka is Australian.
Okay.
So that's Christy Mewis, that's Samka.
Okay.
Christy Mewis actually played for the same team as Ali Krieger. So they both played in the New York team. Yeah. It's all very connected, all very incestuous. And Samka she is like the footballer of our generation. Like she is like, Messi, Ronaldo types.
Oh,
like,
wow.
She is
God
the
bless.
everything. So they started talking in 2020 online.
Okay.
And so they started off, because Samka plays in London and Christy Mewis plays in New York, so they weren't together. They just, started talking online, realized they liked each other, and then I guess ended up visiting each other, which is when they quarantined together as well in 2020 during COVID, which is like so sweet. And then no one really knew about their relationship. The first inklings that something was going on there was when Australia played the US in the 2021 Olympics.
Okay.
And the US actually beat Australia. And these two happened to be on the field playing each other basically. And after that match, we get these pictures, which obviously broke the internet because everyone was like, hello, like, what are we missing? Like, where has this come from?
That's crazy.
So, because Christy Mewis was comforting Samka after the loss, and it's just such a beautiful it's just such a beautiful moment. It's just so lovely.
So crazy for that relationship.
So insane to have to play on the opposite teams. It's
literally
crazy, and I can't imagine it. So, and then we also get from this whole interaction, we get this super iconic moment in women's football, this super iconic meme where this lady reposted these pictures saying, friendship has no boundaries, win or lose. Win or lose, friends are still friends. And someone replies saying, they're lesbians, Stacey. And that is it's an iconic meme. Lesbian Stacey is now repurposed for so many more pictures today,
I love
in different
that.
contexts. So that was that. And then shortly after these pictures came out, Sam, I think, posted a Polaroid of them on on her Instagram, and since then they've been official, very public on each other's Instagrams, and the internet is so invested in their relationship. They are just adorable together, and they've also been long distance through all of this, which almost makes it more you just want the happy ending, and you want them to work, and because they are firstly they're professional footballers, and they're having to do long distance. It's crazy. And then fast forward to 2023, and now I want to say women's football fans are like Taylor Swift fans. There's a lot of overlap in that demographic in general, and they're also just very they're like hawks. If they see something, they're on it, investigating it fully. So fast forward to 2023, we spot something on Christy's finger. No, we haven't been told anything, but pictures like this are coming out and people are going insane. Is there a ring on her finger?
Yes.
Why haven't they told us anything? People are going insane.
Is that her left hand? No.
It is her right hand, but that does look like an engagement ring.
It does. They're both rich. I'm sure they can just buy diamonds and just wear it.
Yeah, but also female athletes don't get paid that much, so they're not that rich. And then in November of 2023, these pictures drop. And obviously,
so cute.
once again, everyone goes insane and is like, yes, we were
That's
right. They did get
amazing.
engaged. And then the term was dubbed the royal wedding. And everyone's
love
like,
it.
when is the royal wedding? We cannot wait to see it, etc., etc. So this was like some time ago. I'm actually like, where is the wedding, guys? Low-key. It's not happened yet.
It's a long engagement. That's the trend now.
It's a long engagement. So, yeah, adorable pictures, just adorable pictures. And so now at this point, there's still long distance. So everyone's like, how is it going to work? And that's when everyone's speculating, okay, who's going to move? Because one of them has to, they're not going to do a long distance marriage. Now that's like a little sad. So Christy has just won the championship with her team in the US. But Sam Kerr is Sam Kerr. So how can she, and so she plays for Chelsea, which is one of one of the best like women's teams in the world.
Okay.
So how can Sam Kerr leave Chelsea? They're like synonymous of each other or whatever. And honestly, I thought that Sam Kerr was going to go to the US because like she's never, I mean, she has played in the US, but I thought maybe it would be like different or something for, because, Gotham had just won the championship. But that's Christy Mewis winning the championship. She was absolutely loving it. That's all beer. And then we get the announcement that Christy Mewis has also moved to London. So West
amazing.
Ham, West Ham is a London club. So Christy Mewis moves to London, and I'm happy
done
for
it for
She's done
Sam.
it. Yeah, it makes sense. You can't do a long distance engagement. Someone had to
And
move.
they're both now in London.
They're both now in London. So great. And now in 2024, we get another picture that also breaks the internet.
Okay.
So we get this series of photo booth pictures
Okay.
saying that Christy is pregnant.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Adorable.
Yeah.
So this is always the thing that like when like football players like get pregnant, especially when it's like two girls, I'm like, who's because getting pregnant means like that's 9 months off her career. Like she can't play for 9 months, and like probably for some time after that as well, which is insane. So like who's gonna take that hit? And I guess it just made sense for Christy to do that. And so November 2024, and that's when more debates spark, which was like, is their daughter gonna play for the US national team or the Australian national team, which is called the Matildas? And like that was the biggest like, what's it gonna be? Because obviously everyone's like, she's gonna be a professional footballer. Like, look at her parents. And then there was like one comment was like, wait guys, what if it's a boy? And then they had a baby boy.
Oh my gosh.
So they had, on 9th May 2025, they had baby Jagger Mewisker.
So
they decided to name their baby Jagger, which is an interesting choice. But yeah, adorable. And yeah, maybe he'll play for the US men's team or the Australian men's team, which are both bad. So maybe he'll be good at club football.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Or maybe he'll do something completely different.
Maybe.
Could be a doctor. Inshallah.
I don't know if everyone will be happy with that. But yeah. So that
is so cute.
the end. Yeah, adorable.
Honestly, thank you so much. I'll say about this last story, the main thing that was going on in my brain like constantly was like how far the world has come.
Yeah.
Not that the story that I'm going to say is like real, but like in Chak De India,
Yeah.
when they like shake hands, like
Yeah.
Shah Rukh shakes hand with the Pakistani team guy.
Yeah.
And like everyone is like, he
And
is a
Shah Rukh
traitor.
has to like leave the country.
Literally. And look at these two. They played against each other in the Olympics.
Yeah.
And then they were like consoling each other
other.
on the field. All these pics, and everyone is like, this is so great, amazing.
Yeah.
They're dating.
No, exactly. And I honestly think like it's such like that is such a women's sports thing where like, yeah, of course you're like rivals on the pitch, but like off field, they're all so like, they're all friends. They're all like, they're girls, dude. Like they're making TikToks together.
Bro,
like
I love that.
It's amazing. And a lot of people are like, oh, be more serious. You're literally rivals. But like, they're like, guys, we're friends,
I love that.
Yeah, it's lovely.
God bless. I love this.
Yeah.
This is so sweet. Thank you so much for sharing.
Yeah, thank you for being here.
Guys, thank you so much for watching this amazing video. I hope you enjoyed as much as I enjoyed.
Loved
listening to
it.
everything. Subscribe to Nandita's channel.
Comment below.
Comment below. Share.
Yeah, subscribe, like.
And
See you
Enjoy
next
your life.
time.